Earlier today, the entire U.S. Senate, they got debriefed on this raid into Baghdadi's compound. So I reached out to Senator Cramer's office to ask him, hey, out of this complete debrief, they had a bunch of people there from the military. What's the most important thing our audience at home should know about the raid, about today's debrief? Here's some of what Senator Cramer had to say.
The biggest takeaway, and the thing that I think every American ought to know, is just how incredibly phenomenal our military is. I mean, the complexities of this operation, to see them, not just on the map, but to see the videos and to see, the multiples of types of aircraft that are used, both manned and unmanned, the types of weapon systems, the directions they come from, and the staging, right down to the people on the ground working with, working with the folks, the commanders. It's really quite remarkable, and what people should know is that our military is still the very best in the world, which is why it's so appalling that just as I stand here, on the heels of this briefing, and the week after this incredible mission was accomplished without any U.S. fatalities, Democrats are blocking the funding for the military. It's beyond belief almost. They're blocking appropriations for our military, which includes, by the way, the largest pay raise for our military men and women in North Dakota and around the country and around the world. Largest one in a decade. Democrats are blocking it, even while we just see a briefing like this. And they're blocking the National Defense Authorization Act. 58 years in a row, we have passed a bipartisan National Defense Authorization Act, and now we're talking about a possible skinny NDAA because Democrats want to restrict the commander-in-chief's power. It's a pathetic display of partisanship that is unworthy of this institution, and is certainly a disservice to our military men and women. And I'm embarrassed for the Democrats, and I'm ashamed of them, and I hope they can get their act together in the next couple of days.
Some strong words there for the Democrats regarding the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act. By the way, they also, in the Senate meeting, they were given this sort of debrief document about the raid. I put this up on our Facebook page if you want to go check it out. Just incredible to see what our military did, what happened as they were going into the raid, what they came away with. So if you want to go check that out, please do so. But I also want you to listen closely to this. Senator Cramer, towards the end of this clip today that he sent over to us, talked about Turkey. And the reason I want you to pay close attention to this clip is because yesterday in the House, there was a vote about the Armenian genocide back during predominantly World War I, but how the Ottoman Turks had this Armenian genocide, wiped out 1.5 million people. And I'll get to that in a moment, but it's important to hear, even today, what Senator Cramer says about Turkey. Basically, hey, what team are they on?
The broader discussion of what side is Turkey on? What side are they going to end up on? Here they are, on one hand, a NATO ally. On the other hand, they purchase an air defense system from Russia, who is, the expansion of the Soviet Union, the old Soviet Union in Russia, is the reason for NATO. And so you have a NATO country collaborating with Russia while an ally of the United States, fighting Syria, the Assad regime in Syria, fighting ISIS on one hand. On the other hand, again, collaborating with Russia, collaborating with the United States, very concerned about the role that Turkey's playing in this region and in this relationship, and just whose side are they going to be on.
So you just heard there Senator Cramer saying, I'm very concerned about what team, what side is Turkey really on. I've been saying now for weeks here on Point of View, look, President Trump's playing 4D chess with the situation. You're going to look to see a call for Turkey to be removed from NATO. You start to hear sort of some whispers of that already.